Celine, are we live yet?
Lags. Hold on. It's live.
Okay, we're out of executive session at 1:38. We have no action to take on items A, project landlord, B, project spec building, D, project retail coach, E, project small fly, or F, project gazelle. We do have action to take on item C, help program, potential amendments to the program.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to amend the requirements on the HELP program to increase the maximum number of employees from 25 to 50 employees, and to decrease the annual reduction required from 25% to 10%.
Okay, we've got a motion to amend.
I second.
We've got a second. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Item 7, staff reports. A, commercial recruitment and retention managers report. B, industrial recruitment and retention managers report. C, marketing managers report. D, CEO's report.
All right, Beverly, can you share your screen?
Yes. I just need Marianne to not share.
I'm sorry?
It says Marianne is sharing. So she needs to not, there you go. Now I can do it. All right. So quick update, really fast. Y'all have already read my notes that I submitted where we submitted in the board packet. One thing I wanted to update is the ACT, which is one of our larger call centers here in Harlingen and a major employer for Harlingen, has actually had no layoffs or involuntary terminations due to COVID-19, which is really good news. And actually currently they're employing close to 1,200 employees, with about 80% of them actually working remotely. This is the first for them, and due to this, they've actually had lower attrition rates and have also increased productivity. So I just wanted to share that good news with you guys. I had a good conversation with them, and they're actually potentially looking at this moving. What's happening there? So I wanted to just give you a quick update on some of the commercial construction going on in Harlingen and what's happening. So TJ Maxx, you guys noticed this. If you haven't, it's there. Construction is actually should be complete by Labor Day. TJ Maxx has not yet set an open date. At this time, they're working on actually all their other locations, getting them back open, but usually merchandising, excuse me? Oh, usually merchandising takes about approximately 3 to 5 weeks, but once we have an open date, we'll definitely share that with the board. Stewart Place Crossing, this is behind the first area on Stewart Place Crossing. It's called Pad Site D. There's actually been the completion, or the construction is just about complete. There's been some potential prospects already in negotiations for the 2 end caps of this center. It's also going to be, it's about 8,000 square feet with 2 end caps with drive-throughs. So it's going to be really nice once it gets up and going. And I look forward to seeing some new business out there. Raina's Texas Style Barbecue. This originally was going to be Barbecuties. The owner decided to turn it into Raina's Texas Style Barbecue. It should be opening soon, but we'll have actually more details later this afternoon after we get on a call with the owner. This is also near the Spur 54 location, all of the road work that's being done. That looks really good. I can't wait for it to be completed. It's going to be really, really nice. Sun Valley Rehab and Healthcare Center. This is just about complete. The management company, which is Momentum Skilled Services, is actually hoping to take over management sometime between August and September 2020. And then at 100% capacity, that the center could actually employ close to 150 to 200 employees. Of course, that would be at 100% capacity. Idea Academy, they are set and looks like almost ready to go for the 2021 school year. They will be serving K through 2nd and then 6th grade when it launches. And then they'll be serving about 400 students at both the academy and college prep campuses. So it looks really nice. If y'all haven't driven by there, it looks really, really good. Here's a new location that's being worked on. US Renal Care is actually going to be opening up a 2nd location in Harlingen, looking to open sometime around August or September this year. And this is the Sun Valley Plaza off of 13th Street. And then, of course, the UTRGV Institute for Neurosciences, that groundwork has been started. Something's happening. So they have it all closed off where you really can't see much besides what's in this one view here. But this is opening 2021 according to the last information that we had. And then the UTRGV Early College High School, that one is supposed to be up and ready by 2021 school year. The groundbreaking was actually set for this Thursday, but it had to be pushed back due to weather. And then once the groundbreaking does occur, Celine will actually be out there to do live streaming. It will not be open to the public due to COVID and making sure that we maintain social distancing. So that one will be live streamed to the public instead. So I'm excited for that one. And then Dollar General. So if you've seen any work here off of the corner of Rio Hondo Road and Morgan Boulevard, this will actually be a Dollar General. It's about a 90-day construction turnaround time. The foundation will actually be laid this week. And there's not been really an open set date, but I'm sure it'll be occurring soon after the construction. And then, of course, your Hilton Garden and Harlingen Convention Center. Just took a quick shot. Construction's coming along good. Right now on their website, they're accepting reservations for November 3rd and beyond. And then finally, McPherson's Medical Supply. They're doing a facade upgrade of about $100,000. It's going to look nice. They do have 2 potential prospects already in line, but they need to finalize paperwork and different things like that. So be looking to see some new additional businesses there. And that's all I have. I wanted to keep it quick.
Thanks
Let me stop.
for all that. Thanks for all the information and thanks for keeping it quick.
Yeah. Now, how do I exit out of here? Am I still showing my screen? Oh, okay.
No. Herman? Are you all seeing the screen?
Herman, you're on mute, Herman.
Yes, sorry. So the Harlingen Industrial Park Landscaping Project is on its way, weather permitting. They should be done within 60 to 75 days. They marked all the utilities out there. And that shot was taken today. They're already starting to scrape the areas to pick up the grass and move the dirt. Next. So one of the important things that we've been doing with COVID-19 is business retention for the existing businesses. ITD, being that they're in the metal injection molding industry, took a big hit. They were working, they were down to about 40%. They were working about 20 hours a week, 2 to 3 days per week. So slowly but surely, orders started coming in, and they're up to 75%. They're not, again, 100% the capacity. They're working 4 days out of the week now, and they're not working on Friday. So Fox Valley Molding, they've been at 100%. COVID-19 did not affect them. They actually were having issues with the curfew because they run a second shift. And so we helped them out kind of putting them on track on how to get their employees to and from their facility. AdTech, also in the metal injection molding, they did shut down their facility, but they were not, or did not, I'm sorry, forego any of their employees. They do, as we know, have also an operation in Matamoros. Right now, they're back, starting in June, they started at 75%. TPPS, Texas Plating and Polishing Services, has been at 100%. COVID hit them right after they moved into their new facility. So they were very gracious and saying that, their customers did send them more and more orders. So they did receive some help from the PPP and the EIDL. And of course, Cardone is at 100%. As Radel mentioned earlier, they're opening other lines at their facility. So they're actually employing more people. Emerson is also at 100%. They added another line a couple of months ago, sometime in the fourth quarter of 2019. So they're keeping steady. They've been really, really, really busy. Just like them, that I didn't put in there, is Allo Labs. Allo Labs is also at 100%. COVID did not affect them. They're kind of moving their product. The Allo is, as we know, goes into a lot of these gels that we're using because of COVID-19. So they've maintained a steady stream of business.
Hang on a second.
Sorry.
So Whiting Investments, they just built a 6,000 square foot warehouse off of Harrison and Bob Euchre, I'm sorry. That's the first out of 3 different 6,000 square foot warehouses. Also on Harrison, on the way to the Port of Harlingen, they had built 2 facilities, 2 5,000 square foot warehouses. They're leasing those warehouses. The 6,000 and the additional 6,000 that they're building, they're wanting to sell them. They're not wanting to lease them. But like everything else, they're willing to lease or sell. And then also inside the industrial park, they just built this 9,000 square foot warehouse. They did have a customer for it. The customer's kind of still up in the air if they want to pick Harlingen as their base for their distribution of their product. And that's all I've got. A couple of the other updates were also on the backup.
Thanks, Herman.
All right, I'm next. I have no presentation, so I'll keep it pretty brief. A lot of what we've been working on for marketing has been very COVID-19 centered, along with help for small business. We've been pushing the program pretty aggressively. We have, oops, for some reason it took me into full mode. We have put ads in the Valley Morning Star, several ads, print and digital. The Valley Business Report has picked up our story, and also there are ads in there, print and digital, for May and June. Texas Business, Border Business also picked up our story. The Shopping Magazine and Mexico Industry are both sharing the program, and we also have some digital ads. We also have gotten a lot of support from the Harlingen Chamber and from Mayor. You every week you talk about the program, so we thank you for that. Downtown Harlingen as well has been pretty supportive in helping spread the word. Valley Morning Star and the Monitor have both picked up our press releases, as well as other media outlets like KGBT, KURV, and business facilities. These are the state and national recognition from business facilities. They put put us in the COVID-19 response and recovery issue for May and June. Expansion Solutions also did a Texas feature, and the Texas Economic Development Council also featured us. For business facilities, we were the only city in Texas featured for COVID response. So I thought that was pretty cool. That's just recognition, but as far as advertising, we have been pretty good about getting the word out locally and in local print and media. So Valley Morning Star and UTRGV have helped as well share our posts and any of our news press releases, as well as, individually, we've all shared on our Facebooks and Instagram and so on. Because we have been so good about marketing, it's also increased our website traffic. And not only, through the Facebook ads, and newsletters have helped as well. We've had 4 different newsletters that have gone out specifically to businesses who did fill out the survey. And then separately, we have sent them out to more than 700 different subscribers. Just to put it kind of in perspective, as far as how many posts we've done over 30 posts for each of our social media outlets. And then we have also been sharing, whenever we do have a small business owner who comes and signs, we always ask if they would like to be featured, if they'd like to participate in a video. These have been doing very well because we're now putting a face on these recipients, these loan recipients, and people are seeing that it's businesses in the community, businesses that they frequent are receiving help. And so it's been doing really well as far as that goes. We're going to continue with that. We're going to continue to be, very much present online. I've also joined a lot of Facebook groups, local business groups, to help continue promoting and reaching out to them. Our outreach has been great. Radell, Beverly, Hedman have all reached out individually to business owners, and I think that makes a big difference because we're seen as a resource now for them. So let's see here. I'll go ahead and go on to our social media and website. Wait, let me take a breather. Okay. Because of so much promotion, our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn, they have all seen more than 25% increase. Our website, I think, this is only March through June that I've taken the numbers analytics for, and from 2019 versus 2020, March through June for our website has seen a 68% increase in total users and 71% in new users. So people are really coming to our website to get information, to get help, and I think it's really important because all the content marketing that we're doing is very personable and it is very informative. So people are coming to us to get information. Let's see, other updates. We do have the English website. I do have an update on that. That completion date is expected for August 2020. There were some setbacks due to the pandemic. We're well on our way. I did not include the new style colors, but we are keeping, I had wanted to change the colors a little bit, but we are keeping pretty true to the blue and the reds, just in different tones and colors, and I can send you all those separately. We're also launching the Choose Harlingen campaign, where we're going to be featuring major employers. These videos will be starting next month. We're going to do different testimonials. We have selected Allo Labs, Polysachi, Penn Aluminum are the first 3, and then TPPS and ITD, I believe, are the next 2 that we'll feature. And these are going to be the either the site leaders for the different companies, the owners, speaking on camera and telling us why they choose to do business in Harlingen and the different advantages that they found to doing business in Harlingen. So those are the big things that I'm working on. So I kept it short.
It sounds good. Sounds interesting. That's good stuff. Rodell, CEO's report.
Thank you. In your packet, you have a 2-page summary of some of the activities since the last board meeting. I'm not going to go through it unless you guys want me to, but I also included some reports from the Alliance for I-69 Texas, some updates from the May newsletter and then the June newsletter. But they are available to you all if anybody else wants something else, and I'll be glad to forward additional information on anything that I've talked about in my written report. So I will say that I've been looking at the different calendar events. A lot of things have been postponed because of the pandemic, and there's still some things that are not canceled, are being rescheduled. So as things are being pushed back, then we're making adjustments in terms of attending some of these conferences or some of these trade shows. Definitely keeping an eye on things as things are very fluid right now. So that's all I had.
Okay, thanks. Item A, consider setting dates for budget workshops for fiscal year 2021.
Just looking at my calendar, I mean, we typically meet on Tuesdays, and July 20th is our regularly scheduled board meeting. August 25th is another regularly scheduled board meeting. We can try to do things there, but if we start doing budget workshops at the same time that we do our board meetings, then we may be sitting in these kind of meetings for 2, 3, 4 hours. So I was thinking instead, let's just do every 2 weeks, we do a workshop, if you will, that we can try to at least one day look at revenues, another day look at expenditures, and another day look at our marketing, and kind of split it up so that at the end of August, we can just kind of summarize a total budget that we can then present to City Commission for approval by September 2nd, which I
Okay.
think is their schedule anyway.
All right, so you'll just throw out some dates to us.
So those are the dates that I'm thinking about. July 14th for a budget workshop. The 28th will go over as part of the budget as well of July. August 11th would be another budget workshop, and then August 25th would be our final board meeting where we can adopt the budget and then present it to City Commission by September 2nd.
Okay,
Unless y'all have some objection to those, we'll try to set those and then send you the calendar invites.
yeah, send us all an email. Why don't you start out by sending us emails before you send the invites out, so we can all weigh in on the dates.
Sounds great.
Okay, hey, before we adjourn, one thing I want to bring up, I know we had talked probably the last time we were in person, which I guess was in March, about, kind of some time issues regarding relocation of the office. And I don't think we've done anything. We've had a lot of other stuff going on the last few months, but, there is a time component to us finding new office space, correct?
That's correct. I'll go ahead and talk to the committee that was responsible for that again, and try to set up a meeting for that one. Yeah, we have a timeline, and right now we're in the about, my guess is probably 15 months, 16 months away from the expiration of this lease. There are some options. We looked at some other options that we probably need to share with the committee before we bring it back to the board.
Okay. All right. Anybody have anything else? Any comments? Anything? Thank you all for your time. Staff, thank you all for your continuing work through these times and all the work you're doing for the EDC, all the stuff you presented to us. Good stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you all.